Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be showing you guys a brand new project that we picked up actually the same time as when we picked up this RM65. We figured we had to finish this project first before we work on the next one. We're going to take this bike out and take our first look at this thing. Supposedly when we picked up our other bike, it was recently running, so let's see if that's true. Let's get this thing out of the shed. Alright, this thing is an absolute mess right now because we made some room in the garage the other day, so we are fully stuffed in this thing. All right, if you did watch our last video of 2025, you would have already saw this bike, but this is our first time properly showing this thing. We have another Piaggio Typhoon. It is very clapped, to say the least. I actually just forgot that the seat was like this too. All right, well, this is our junk pile of scooters, as you have probably seen in other videos, but this is what we're gonna be working on today. Let's see if we can't get this Piaggio Typhoon to run. I'm worried about some little wiring issues because I think when we grabbed this bike, I do remember seeing a bunch of underglow and random wires, and there's like random screws sticking through the brake lever right here. Like, it's wow, okay, yeah. We have a lot of parts from our other Typhoon. I think we're gonna make this thing run, and let's see what we can do with it. I'm not even sure if it's a kitted bike or if it's a stock 50cc, but we do have a good old junk Technigas exhaust on there, so we need to make room in here. All right, here is the Piaggio Typhoon. And also, while we're over here, on another side note, I must mention this is the third bike that we did pick up the same night. So we picked up the RM65, we picked up this KX100, which I do have a whole motor for it with supposedly a brand new kit on it. It looked to me like the piston was on backwards though. So I'm assuming there was probably some difficulties when they were building it, and they never finished it. But we do have majority of all the parts of that thing. We wanted out of the deal was the Typhoon and the RM65. I got all three of these projects here. It was $300 a pop, but I had to buy all three of them. So that's how we ended up with that deal. So this is our $300 titled Piaggio Typhoon.
MOPBOYZ. When that two-stroke pop, tell me who want to smoke with us. 12 o'clock on your block, this rumor scraping, it won't stop. Make these 70s whip. This caster smell like piss. In that balance point can't miss. Get behind me, throttle up and dip. Scooter so damn wet, came out water like. Well,
first look at our Piaggio Typhoon. As I mentioned, we do have a lot of questionable wiring situations here. It looks like, oh, maybe this is just a stick-on LED strip down here. It looks like they ditched the blinkers, put that stuff hanging off like this. All these little LED strips. Surprisingly enough, we got our other Typhoon for 10 times what we paid for this one, and the other one had no title. I traded a fully built, titled pre-bug for our other Typhoon that we picked up like last year now. Basically that's valued about $3,000 I paid for that Typhoon. With this one, $300 titled. Obviously a little bit more clapped. What are we gonna do with this thing? Well, I don't know, but that motor mount might be shot too. All right, well, let's get this thing into the garage now and start taking her apart. And let's get this thing fired up today, boys. All right, boys, it is time to choose the winner for the mini bicycle pump by Ed and Wolf here. A couple videos ago when we got the runner on the first start, Ed and Wolf sent us a couple pumps. We're going to be choosing a random comment on that video now to send this bicycle pump out to. So pick a winner, you paste your YouTube video here. We'll paste the link. There's anything goes. We're doing any comment. Includes replies, no duplicates. All right, pick a winner. I need that pump, wow. That's perfect too. That was his comment. Awesome. So third Deline 3664. You get the Ed and Wolf mini bicycle pump. So I'm gonna respond to your comment right now. I should have told them to put their Instagram. All right, just respond to homie's comment. So third Ellen 3664, however you want to pronounce that, you won the bicycle pump. So shout out Ed and Wolf and shout out homie for winning the bicycle pump. Now let's continue with the video. One thing I did not notice right off the rip, we're missing an air box. So that's gonna be a pretty big problem with getting this thing to run right if it is a stock 50cc. These things do not like running without that air box. So that kind of just put a hurdle in some things, but nonetheless, let's get it running, boys. Dude, our seat, what is this down here? For one, what is under this seat? Two, it's cooked, bro. It is shedding onto our bike. I don't even know if this thing is savable at all for the foam. Well, it was time to strip this Piaggio Typhoon down because we want to get it to the bare essentials just to make it a little bit easier for us to work on. That way we can take the carb off, check all the wiring, and see what's really going on underneath this bike. And this thing is pretty filthy. Most importantly, I wanted to check out all this LED wiring that was kind of ran and hanging all over the bike, and luckily it looks like they just tied in to the normal brake light wires and the brake bulbs and all that. So kind of just unplugged all that and cut all those extra wires away and stripping apart this bike just kind of to the bare necessity. I'm slowly realizing this bike isn't that bad of condition. It is just filthy for all those years that it sat outside. Everything is crusty, especially this carb. So we're going to strip this thing down, and we realized that the O-ring that goes around the bottom of this float bowl for this carb was absolutely destroyed. So I started picking apart all the random spare carbs I had lying around, trying to find one that matched. I couldn't find an exact match until I found this old carb from a different pre-bug, and that float bowl was pretty exact, but that had a really damaged O-ring as well. So we put it in hopes it doesn't leak, but I do think it will probably have a slight leak out of that float bowl. Now we're looking at just everything on the bike, and here is that crazy front brake setup that was on our other Piaggio Typhoon. And this one actually had a really pinched line right here going to the reservoir, so I realized this was a perfect spot to cut it, chop it, and remount it lower, as you could tell right there in that clip. I remounted it because we're not planning on running the plastic for now, and there was really no way to support that piece without running the plastic. So we mounted it to the frame and called it done, and now we're just looking at everything while we get it ready for a pressure wash. So we're using some Klotz degreaser here, soak it all down, and then take the pressure washer and just kind of clean this bike up. And now it's looking a lot better. You can see everything, and now you can see where I mounted that, and we could see the top of the engine finally. It looks pretty good actually on this Piaggio Typhoon, but we're going to take apart the CVT now just to get a good look at what's behind here, because it looks like it has an aftermarket variator, and sure enough, right when we took it off, we realized it was a Motoforce front variator. Not bad. It looks like he had 6-gram rollers in here, so we're just going to send it with what he had, and we're also going to get rid of our oil injection. So it has a Y cable here for the throttle cable. We're going to keep that, so we're going to keep it all hooked up here at the oil pump. We're actually just going to get rid of the lines and then the oil pump belt itself and leave all this other stuff in there just for now. We have started to assemble the Piaggio Typhoon because we want to make sure this thing fires up. I don't really know why, because we're probably not going to run it as a stock bike, but we just picked it up in this video, so why not get it running in the same video, right? So we got our stock carb on here. It's going to run like absolute crap. I don't have an air box for this thing. I just want to make sure this thing will actually fire up and see if it's blown, just out of curiosity. We got new fuel lines ran. Carb is all cleaned out, and we got that seal because we had a messed up seal on the bottom of the float. Luckily, I had a matching carb. We were able to swap that out. We got our cover back on here. We had a Motoforce front variator. Everything else looked stock, and we had a Piaggio belt, which looked kind of somewhat new. Deleted our oil tank, and as we learned last time on the Piaggio Typhoon, we have to keep our oil tank sensor here plugged in. So we tucked that right here into the side of the frame for now. This bike is still filthy after we power washed this thing. I tried to get every crevice of this thing, and it looked clean, and then once it dried up, looked absolutely terrible. As for the throttle, also a piece that's probably unrideable. As you can tell how faded a lot of these parts are, this and the 2 other bikes I picked up from the same owner were sitting outside on his side yard. So this thing is shot. Like I said, it's just to the point to see this thing running. Let's just see what happens, boys. I'm going to go ahead and throw a fresh spark plug in there, and we'll put some fuel in it, put that into the carb, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to make some premix right now so we can get this thing started, and we're using some Klotz. We are using the regular Castor Benoil, I don't know how to pronounce it. This is for premix, and it's a little bit lighter. It's degummed, as you can tell, so this will work better because we are running a stock carb. So we don't want to run any super thick oil. It's going to clog up these small jets on this tiny little stock car right now. So this is our best bet. Oh yeah, we're getting spark for sure, without a question. Got a ton of spark. Oh yeah. Fired right up. I'm surprised it's actually running that good without an air box. Pipe sounds terrible. What do you expect? Not a good pipe. Oh yeah, throttle still gets stuck. Holy smokes, turn this thing down. Wow, it runs really good with no airbox actually. I don't think that's a 50. I don't think that's a 50cc. Okay, well, I guess we do have to put a seat on it now. I didn't think it'd run this good. There is no way that's a 50cc. That's why it was revving so crazy. have a little bit of a leak coming through here though. Try to tighten that up again. Just tighten that up. Hopefully that stopped from leaking. Doesn't really look like it. First petcock I had on here actually had fuel just pouring out of both areas of it. So diaphragm was completely destroyed on that. This is the one we just took off the runner. But as you can tell, it's definitely still leaking. Something in there is just not happy with that seal right there. So probably have to redo that. That means all our fuel is going to dump out. But it's kind of clapped already, so not too concerned. I think we're going to have to pull this thing out and ride it now tomorrow. The $300 Typhoon sounds like an absolute ripper. I don't know. That thing sounds like a 70 kit. I don't see any markings on it. It is definitely like a black kit, which usually gives me like Polini vibes. And we're missing this air shroud, so we could blow it tomorrow. We won't be too rough. Maybe there's a marking on that side. I don't know, boys. Kind of stoked on it running, though. A quick pause on the Typhoon right now because we just got a huge upgrade for the garage. As you might have saw in the last video with our mini supermoto build, I talked about how I wasn't probably going to end up keeping that bike. We were in it so cheap. It was $300 when we initially got it, and then we were like $400 maybe into parts or so in it. And while it was super fun, I didn't see myself using it that much because it's not really street legal and I don't really know anyone else that rides those. So I want to make it a quick flip, and I ended up posting it on Marketplace. And when I posted up on Marketplace, I ended up finding a really good trade for it. And I'm curious on what you guys think of this trade. So I'm gonna show you guys right now what we ended up trading for that RM65. We ended up trading that RM65 for a full snap-on toolbox. This is a 9-drawer snap-on toolbox. 2023, so it doesn't have the super fancy slow closing drawers, but it does have the locking drawers, and it is a snap-on toolbox. As you can clearly tell in the background, this is a huge upgrade for me. This is something that I probably never end up buying myself because brand new, this is a $7,000 bottom 9-drawer box here, and this steel top right here, which is like solid. This thing is like over 100 pounds itself. This is $1,000 itself. For being about $800 into that mini supermoto, I would say trading for an $8,000 toolbox was a nice trade. Again, this is obviously used, give or take about half the value, but this guy had this box listed for $5,000. This is going to be a huge upgrade for our garage. This one drawer is like 3 of my drawers right there on that toolbox. Full power in here. So we got everything in here for our charger drawer. We can run all our drills and batteries or whatever we need to do. Not terrible by any means. There's way worse, but this is a big upgrade. And here's how we're looking with the new toolbox setup. So a lot more storage in the drawers itself. We have a solid whole workbench right here. We can set a car transmission on here if we wanted to, or easily now the bike motors, we don't have to use this little bench over here. So super dialed. I'm stoked on that. Now back to the video. All right, our Typhoon is leaking from carb and petcock still. That seal wasn't the best one that we made work. We did what we could. We got it to work for now. We obviously swapped the seat out from our other Typhoon right here, as you could see. Taking the seat off this one, I realized how clean this bike actually was and why we paid so much more for this one. But we have some really good news with our cheap $300 Piaggio Typhoon right here, because if you look down here, I went ahead and I took the air shot out. And deep inside of here, give me 1 second. Shout out T-Move for our fancy light here. Look at that. You see what that says right there? Zoom in on that right there. That thing says Polini, boys. AKA, this thing does have a 70 kit on it. I knew right away when I heard how this thing was revving that this thing had a 70 kit on it. So we still have stock intake and stock carb on here. And we also have a junker pipe. Now, I don't know if that's the Polini Corsa or the Polini Contessa. The only way we would tell it was if we pulled it off and looked at the ports or took the exhaust off and looked inside of the exhaust in there to see if it had the Sport engraving on it. But all it says is Polini on there. Either way, we got a 70 kit on it, aka this thing should probably rip. And now I don't know if I really want to blow it up because we don't have air shrouds for the other side, and now we have a 70 kit on it. So might have potential with this bike now, but I am going to do a little test ride on it real quick just to see. All right, we gotta go test out this Typhoon before it leaks all the gas out again. All the brakes are sticking. You pull the brakes, they stay stuck. You pull the throttle, it stays down. Everything is completely seized up. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's gonna run out. It's just completely running out of fuel. I think it's the air box, bro. There's no way this thing's gonna run without that air box. especially on a 70, dude. And I think we have stock jetting in here still with this carb too, so. Well, ride test a fail, but our $300 Typhoon fires up first kick. Has potential. I could feel it once that pickup right there. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I don't have any type of jets for a stock carb like this either. There's way more we're gonna do with this thing in the future anyways. I think we'll end up building this thing. This one's ready for the RC1 from our GP1 bike to be swapped into here. That's what I'm thinking. Oh no, I don't wanna walk you home. Take us home, get us home. All right, well that is gonna do it for our Piaggio Typhoon because basically kind of unrideable as it is right now. And I honestly just wanna make sure this thing fired up. Super stoked to find out that we have a Plini 70 kit on here. So that kind of changed my plans with this thing now. Now I'm thinking 94cc RC1 should go into this bike since we already have it stripped apart like this anyways. And this one needs a lot of pieces. Possibly now this will be the stunt bike since we can keep that one 70 and this one will be the 94cc kind of race bike. So that is gonna do it for this video. We got our $300 Piaggio Typhoon running and I'm very stoked that we got this thing running. I will see you guys in the next video.